So we're taking the two little pieces, multiplying them together. So again, on the left side over there, like Tucker said, we're going to have to do FOIL. My algebra students are just doing this right now. They just took a quiz on FOIL. So it's something you probably did almost a full year ago. So first outer, inner, last, we multiply all the little pieces together. On the left or the right side over here. Now the second half isn't really FOIL because there's only the one term. So this x is just going to be multiplied into each. Now, I can put some things together here. So this 3x and 4x can go together. And what do you guys notice that you can do? You can cancel what? The x squareds are on each side. So I can take them away. And this is very nice, and we like that this happens because we don't want to have to solve something in the x squared. That makes it a lot more complicated. Okay, what are you going to move next? 7x. So we're going to subtract this 7x over. And then we're going to divide by 2. So x is going to end up being 6. So remembering that those two little pieces had to get multiplied together. Don't forget about FOIL. Be careful with that as you guys go through this. Now our next one here is a tangent and then a secant. So what are we going to do? What's the big thing to remember on this one?
4 squared,
Yeah.
3 times 3 plus x.
So we're going to do 4 squared equals, it's okay.
I had it.
And then we're multiplying this 3 by the whole thing. And it doesn't matter if you have x plus 3, 3 plus x. So on the left side, 4 squared is going to be 16. Distribute that 3 in. And bring the 9 back over. And again, we get a decimal, but again, don't think you're wrong just because you have a decimal. So x ends up being 7 over 3, or 2.3 repeating, right?
Yes.
All right, and then our last one is 2 secants. So that's where we take the outside and multiply it by the whole segment. So again, like referring back to our notes, there's like basically 3 different types of problems for this, and just making sure you're able to like kind of match up what goes with what type. So in this case, we take this 6 and we multiply it by the whole thing. And we set that equal to the other thing on this, the same thing going on the other side. 8 times the whole thing. Thank you. Now careful there, so a little bit trickier there. So that 8 has to be multiplied by the x and the 4. So are we okay with where I got this from? This was this whole thing all added together. It's a little bit tougher there. Now over here, I might combine those first. That's 12 plus x, just to kind of 8 and 4 together. 8 times 12 is at 96, I think. I like to bring the x's together first, so I'm going to move this 6x over. Kind of weird we end up with a negative, I guess. So this is a negative 60. Equals 2x. And so this is probably just a poorly written question, because it doesn't really make sense to have a negative side length, but we're just going to go with it.
Is that possible?
Not really. Not in the type of geometry we talk about. So, all right. So, homework is listed there for you guys. Again, use these notes to kind of help you go through the different types of problems we